Hello everyone. So next we will simulate cascode current mirror circuit in LT-Spice. So this is our cascode current mirror circuit. If you see carefully over here, resistor RD is present so that your I reference current is getting generated from there. And that current is fed to M0. M0 is a diode connected MOSFET and also M1 is a diode connected MOSFET. Okay, so M1 and M2 will form a current mirror. And we have seen that in a cascode current mirror, M0 and M3 also forms a current mirror. And there is a direct relation between I out current and I reference current. So that is what we are going to analyze today in this simulation of cascode current mirror. Okay, so let's understand the procedure. First of all, the naming of the transistor is done this way: M0, M1, M2, and M3. I reference current or IRD current is same as your ID0 current or ID1 current because they are connected in series. I out current is same as ID3 current or ID2 current because also they are connected in series. And M0 and M3 will suffer from body effect, whereas M1 and M2 does not get affected by body effect. So we'll keep this in mind and proceed. So over here, the various parameters are given. VTO 0 to 3 means all the transistors from M0 to M3 is 0.7. P value is given, which has to be entered in the SPICE model. Lambda value is given from 0 to 3. I mean, for all the transistors, 0.04. W1, the width of first transistor, actually this should be, yeah, W1 is 10 micrometer, W2 is 20 micrometer, W3 is 20 micrometer, and W0 is 10 micrometer. Length, channel length is same for all the transistors. It's 5 micrometer. Gamma 1 and 2 is 0, and gamma 0 and gamma 3 is equal to zero point 0.4 because they are suffering from body effect. So what's the procedure? We have to connect the circuit as per the figure 6.3. We need to perform the transient analysis and vary the time from 0 to 5 milliseconds in the steps of 0.1 millisecond and plot I out and I reference with lambda equal to 0.04. Okay, we have missed out on that. So no problem. We will cover it up. I can, yeah, from here, I can take this value 0.04 and paste it over here. Okay, it's not 0, it's actually 0.04. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so yeah, we have to plot I out and I reference with lambda equal to 0.04 for all the transistors and VDD equal to 5 volt. Now we have to note down the currents, both the currents at any time between 0 to 5 milliseconds, let's say at 2 milliseconds, and find the ratio I out upon I reference. So that's the procedure. So we have to only perform the transient analysis. So let's start building up the circuit, this cascode current mirror. So let me just minimize this slightly. So this is my LT-Spice screen already open for study reference. So we'll go to the library and select NMOS 4 transistor, NMOS 4, and we'll paste it onto the schematic. And actually we have to mirror image the second transistor. So I'll maximize and I click on this mirror. So now both the transistors are actually mirror images of each other. Let me just show it to you. Yeah. So this transistor, I'll copy it over here. And this transistor, I'll copy it over here because that is the requirement of a cascode current mirror. And let me just maximize the screen. Now we have to add a resistor over here. And now we have to connect the circuit. So let's use a wire. Before that, we will add a voltage source and paste it over here. Next, we will connect them with the wire. So let me just slightly, yeah. So let me quickly do that. So these are the connections which we have to make. Okay, this transistor we have to keep a little bit on the left hand side so that we can make the connections pretty quickly. Okay, we have to add all the ground connections as well as this interconnections which are there. Now we'll connect the VDD connection to this voltage source. So this you will apply a 5 volt DC value. So we can give it later. We'll connect the gate terminals of these two transistors together. And this is a diode connected. So we'll do this connection. Similarly for lower one also, it's a diode connected one here in this case. So we'll do the connections like this, right? And also we have to connect their body terminal. So these two transistors body terminal will be connected to the ground. Here it is, the 4th terminal. And for the other two, it will be connected to the ground, but we will be connecting an actual ground over here separately so that we don't get confused. Yeah, we can connect it like this also, no problem. And we can connect it like this. Yes. So the circuit connections are almost over. Just let me connect this part so that it looks symmetric. Yeah. So now we have to give the values of register. So we'll name this register as RD, and its value is 470 kilo ohms. Okay. So the value of the register is 470 kilo ohms, and this we call it as M0 transistor. This will be M3. This will be M1, and this will be M2 transistor. Also, we will rename this as NMOS 0. This will be NMOS 1. This is NMOS 3. This is for the dot model statement. We have to give different names. Yeah. This supply voltage is 5 volt. So we can give 5 volts over here. This is VDD. Okay. So more or less the circuits are, connections are complete. We have to now define the ground, common ground over here, which is coming up. Yes. So we'll add the ground over here. Here it is. So now the circuit looks complete in entirety. All the values are there. As you can see, if you can compare it, all the connections have been made. Only two things are there. We can add a label to the circuit. As you can see, all the connections are done. Let me just bring it slightly near. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So all the connections are done over here for the cascode current mirror in front of your screens. Now we have to define the dot model statement and add these parameters. So I'll right click over here, go to draft, go to spice director and start writing the statement. So we'll write dot model NMOS 0, NMOS bracket, VTO is equal to 0.7 volt for all the transistors. Then we'll put a comma and we'll write KP is equal to 10 micro. Then we have lambda. Lambda is equal to 0.04. Then gamma 0 is 0.4. So we'll write gamma. Sorry, we'll leave some space. Gamma is 0.4. And your W value is how much? W0. W0 is 10 micrometer. So we'll write 10 U. Length is 5 micrometer for all the transistors. Fine. So this is for M0. Similarly, I'll copy this and we will do Control M and again copy, again Control M and Control M. So now we will do the editing for NMOS 0. All the parameter, W1 is how much? 10 micrometer. So W1 over here is 10 micrometer. For W0 also it was 10. VTO is same. Lambda is 0.04 actually, not 1. 0.04. Yeah, and gamma value of 1 is 0. 1 and 2 is 0, so we can substitute it 0. And length, width and length is same for M0 and M1. Okay, for W2 the width is around 20. That we have changed, and for W3 the width is again 20. And gamma is 0.4 for M3 transistor. So this is your M, this is 2 and this is 3. Yes. So we are ready with the dot model statement. We will click on OK and this dot model statement will be pasted onto the schematic. Here it is, as you can see. Let me maximize and show it to you. Okay, so we can add it somewhere around here. Yeah. So this circuit over here is my cascode current mirror. Let's write the name somewhere. It's a cascode current mirror. Okay. Here we'll write the label also. The font size will slightly increase so that it's visible. Yeah, it's a cascode current mirror circuit. Now we have to do the labeling part. So I reference and I out, I will label it out just as we have done over here in the circuit. So here it is I reference. So from here I will take the connection out, and this is your I out. From here also I'll take the connection out like this. So this is the label I out. This is I out, and the other one is I reference. Here it is. Let me expand it. Sorry, I did the other way. Yeah. So this is your I reference. Remember, the I reference current is same as your current flowing through resistor, M0 transistor and M1 transistor. They are same because they are connected in series. Similarly, for I now I out is same as ID3 and ID2 because the current is remaining the same. So now we have defined the dot model statement. Now we'll perform the transient analysis. So for the transient analysis, we'll go to simulate. We'll click on run, and we'll give the stop time as 5 milliseconds. Time to save data is 0. Maximum step size is 0.1 millisecond. And we'll click on OK. The moment we click on OK, a window will appear, a blank screen with the x-axis as 0 to 5. So here we have to right click and plot ID of M0, that is drain current for M0. And secondly, we have to plot next M1, ID of M1, then ID of M2, then we have to plot ID of M3. So as you can see, the some of the currents are coinciding, some are not, right? So let me just decrease the scale. Yeah, some of the currents, I think ID0, basically what will happen is ID0 and ID1 will be same. ID0 and ID1 is same, and ID2 and ID3 will be same. Okay, so hence you will get this current distinction. From here only you will get the reading. It's 4.4 and 8.8, close to that. Okay, so but to accurately measure it, we'll make use of dot measure statement. So over here, what is asked? Let us check into observation table. Okay, we haven't checked the observation table. So here we have to perform the transient analysis. We have to vary the time from 0 to 5 milliseconds in the steps of 0.1 millisecond. Lambda 0 to 3, that is for all the transistor, is 0.04. And W by L of 2 divided by W by L of 1 is equal to W by L of 3 divided by W by L of 0. That is 2. We have made sure of that. And here odd roll numbers can take the time as 2 milliseconds. At 2 milliseconds, you measure I reference, I out. Then you measure I out upon I reference by simulation and calculation. Even roll numbers can do it for 4 milliseconds. I'm going to show you the sample reading for 3 milliseconds. Okay. So basically we have to measure I reference, I out, and I out upon I reference using the dot measure statements. So let's begin. Okay, let me go back to the simulation, and we will use a notepad to add the dot measure commands. So here we will write dot measure. We have to find I reference, right? So dot measure I reference is just a variable. We will find ID of 0, M0 transistor, right? So ID 0, because that is the plot, right? ID M0. Yeah, ID M0. That's what we have to write over there. Okay, ID of M0, find I reference when time is equal to 3 milliseconds. Okay, then we'll write dot measure I out, and here we'll write find ID of what we will write over here, M3. So ID of M3 when time is equal to 3 milliseconds. Okay, so that's the statement which we have written. This will directly give you the value of I reference and I out. Then we'll also write one more line, one more statement, dot measure ratio. We call it ratio, and that is we will write param, and then we will calculate I out divided by I reference. Okay, we'll calculate I out divided by I reference, and this will directly give you the value of ratio. Fine. So now we will copy the statements into the schematic. We'll right click over here, go to draft, go to Spice directive and add the statements over here. Okay. So we have added the statements. What this will do is this will directly give us the values of I reference, I out, and the ratio. I out upon I reference. Let me maximize this part. Yeah. So I will simulate it again. I'll get the same graphs as before. You all can take the print screen of them and of the circuit, of course. You can write your roll number and name also. And now these dot measure values will be stored where? Will be stored in the Spice error log. Okay. So I'll go to view. I'll click on the Spice error log, and here are the values over here. Fine. So these are the values which we are getting for I reference and I out. Let us check it out for 3 milliseconds. So let me minimize this slightly. Yeah. So for 3 milliseconds, I reference value is how much? It's 4.3912 microamperes. I out value is 8.7891 microamperes, correct? And I out upon I reference value is 2.00153 and 1.4. It's almost the same. And now what we need to do is we need to measure it by calculation. I mean, we need to calculate the value of I out upon I reference. So for a cascode current mirror, for lambda equal to 0.04, still the formula, in the formula, we don't have this 1 plus lambda VDS, and that 1 plus lambda VDS term is not present because that is taken care of in the cascode current mirror. So for a cascode current mirror, I out upon I reference is W by L of 3 divided by W by L of 0. Now why W by L of 3? Because I out is the current flowing. Let me close this. I out is the current flowing through M3 transistor, and I reference is the current flowing through M0 transistor. So that's why we write over here W by L of 3 divided by W by L of 0, and that is the ratio is 2. Okay. So by simulation, we are getting 2.001, and by calculation, we are getting 2. So both the readings are quite accurate. Okay. So yeah, I think that's it for this lab. You have to fill in this table. Only one reading is required for the time, and you have to show the calculation for that. I out upon I reference calculation. Okay. So that's it for the cascode current mirror. We have successfully simulated the cascode current mirror in LT Spice, and we are getting very accurate results. Fine. So that's it for this lab. Experiment number 6 for AVLSI. Experiment number 6. Next time we will start with AVLSI experiment number 7. So until then, have a good day and thank you.